guys, what's up? It's Roost here, and it's Breaking Point Arma 3, and I thought I'd make this video about do's and don'ts to do in when you start playing Breaking Point, and I'm just gonna start off with what you should, make your first priorities when you start the game. And this map we're actually playing at is Thirsk, and it's a winter map. As you can see, I'm wearing my winter t-shirt, shorts, and my slippers, and I'm all good. And I'm checking through my inventory about the stuff which I haven't started. I think I had like bandage and painkillers and axe for those close encounters with the zombies. And you don't know, the Thirsk is actually inspired by northern Finland, which is cool because I'm Finnish. The only weird thing about it's that all the places, all their names are Finnish, but the actual town of Thirsk doesn't sound Finnish or Russian at all. Alright guys, since this is first things first video, I should go over the things you need to do in the first minutes and hours you play this mod is to get geared up. And you can find gear in buildings and such, and it is these bags and boxes and stuff like that that hold the loot in. And what you need to do is you need to get yourself some food and some other stuff. You need to get yourself a decent backpack and find a map perhaps, and find yourself a weapon so you can defend yourself, because it's pretty accustomed to these games that these servers house a lot of players that will shoot you on sight and don't ask any questions or don't give you any warnings whatsoever. They're just gonna roll up to you and shoot you on sight, which is one point of view if you're thinking that you're thrown into the world of survival where everything else has collapsed and everybody is basically just for themselves. It's not the way I play the game with my friends. We usually try to be helpful, but we are using the high discretion when approaching players and usually cover ourselves pretty cautiously, but that's up to you. I recommend to use the high discretion when approaching players, at least at start, and be mindful about the fact that when you get geared up and you got decent gear and people can see that you have decent gear, it always raises the level of people wanting to take that gear away from you. So I'm using discretion all the time. I don't usually be first one to run around and say I'm friendly. If I'm playing with my mates, we usually try to sneak up on people and start the dialogue from there when we got ourselves covered. So I just found a perfect spot to check the map, and you can use the waypoint system in the game to see where you are in the map. I'm just gonna select waypoints around the map and look my screen to tell where the waypoints are and how far away from me they are. So it's pretty easy for me to just map more waypoints and pinpoint myself in the map. Some of you guys might think this is an exploit of the game and it takes away the realism, but I don't actually mind when I'm laying in the freezing snow with my shorts and my slippers and absolutely having no effect on me. So I'm just gonna use this while it's in the game mechanics itself. So usually when I have found myself in the map, I just make a quick plan of where to go next and what to do. And I'm still in a stage where I desperately need more gear, better gear, to be able to handle this environment. I need perhaps a rifle and clothing and more food, and I don't have any drinks, and I'm just trying to figure out. I'm gonna go to the old fire station because fire station usually have good loot. They house weapons and stuff, and that fire station is quite remote from the main area, so there's a good chance I find some good gear from there. Um, and as you can see, I haven't recorded all the running around in this game because, well, basically it would be a bit boring, stuff to just watch some guy running around in the woods for hours. So bear with me. I'm actually at the point where the water separates these two islands, and I'm guessing the cold factor doesn't affect because it doesn't have any effect on me whatsoever this far. So I'm just gonna swim over the stretch water, and this is a bad spot. I mean, if there would be people on these banks, they would like shoot me like a duck in the water. So I'm just gonna try to get as fast as I can. But as you can see, my character is not an Olympic stage swimmer, and it's gonna take some time to get over the stretch water. And I'm just trying to get to safety of these rocks. I'm just gonna put my pistol up, and I'm trying to find some cover around these rocks. And it's always a good thing to look around and be aware of your surroundings, not to rush into places, because like I've told you, these type of games house a lot of players that like to shoot you on site, no questions asked whatsoever, and even has players that camp these areas. This just shoot. I'm sorry, my English is really bad right now. There are people who are just waiting to shoot the new spawns for some reason that never has actually occurred to me. Why? I'm just gonna check this tower. I'm gonna check this hut. The loot bags, nothing. Another loot pack, nothing. And from here, I'm just gonna start make my way to the fire station to see if there's any good loot I can use of. Okay, there you can see the fire station, and I'm just trying to be extra careful approaching it because it's a good spot for loot, but it's also a good spot to make an ambush, and there could be a player inside or players who have seen me because this route I'm taking is not actually the best one. It doesn't have that much cover. I might have been better off coming from the back. It's much more cover there, but I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, it's the start of the game, and I don't have nothing to lose, and I'm just gonna quickly try to get in the safety of the fire station and see if there's any loot in there. Apparently, it seems that there's no players around. I don't see anyone anywhere, and nobody is trying to approach me in the direct chat, which is always a good way to inform yourself. I've seen a lot of guys informing their presence in the side chat, but it's pretty stupid because when you post it in the side chat, everybody sees it, so everybody is kind of like wondering, is he talking to me? So use the direct voice or chat. And I just found a crate, and there should be, yes, there's weapons in there, and I'll always shy away from the weapons that say old because they're old. I'm just gonna pick up this one and pick all the ammo for it. And when you're in the fire station, be mindful of the stairs. You can easily slip down and hurt yourself, as you might see me doing right there. Whoops. And just gonna check this. Well, I've seen as much as I want to in this place, and I'm just gonna make myself out here in the back, trying to be careful. I mean, all the time you spend inside the buildings in Daisy or Breaking Point. Well, I don't know why I'm talking about Daisy, sorry. But all the time you spend inside is time when you don't see other players approaching the compound. I have had many cases where I've been happily looting the building and have been killed inside or just getting outside of the building. Right, guys, there you have it. Breaking Point. First things first, starter guide, if you will, and see you guys next time when I release another video.